Keynote, turning a small nation into a living lab for precision oncology and next-generation cancer therapies.
Until the technology comes and we're able to move. Thank you very much for inviting me over to hear this short talk about Malta. This morning we had both the Minister of Health as well as the Ambassador of Malta speaking about the country. So some idea about Malta we have. What I'm trying to show at this moment is how Malta as a small nation can bring about or bridge being a living lab for precision oncology as well as new generation cancer therapy. So at the moment, we all know we're living in this era where basically we can do loads of things, cancer, we can sequence tumors, basically in hours, we can re-engineer our immune systems, we're speaking about CAR T cells, mRNA vaccines, oncolytic viruses, etc. We can also design treatment within the molecular level. That's all being done. But a lot of these remain, or these breakthroughs, struggle to reach the ones that people that we require them, the patients, okay? Or they reach them a bit too late. And where's the bottleneck? The bottleneck is actually not science. The bottleneck is basically a lack of real-world environments where data and diagnostics and therapies can not only be developed, but only also tested and scaled together. So going out of the lab and being able to do the trials in the real world. That's where our bottleneck is. And that is where I'm going to propose how a small country like Malta, can actually, or is in this unique position to fill up these gaps. So this is the vision. This is our vision, okay? Basically to have the integration of research, of healthcare, okay, of innovation, where they can evolve together. But not only that, but being integrated in a single health system, okay, like Malta's is. So I have to do a little bit of here brackets. We are not stating that we have reached our goal. We're far from that. Okay, but this is where we intend going. So what are our advantages? So actually, we have a single national health system. Okay? Malta has one hospital. If we can put a click, this is the hospital complex. There is one large hospital, one hospital, the one in red, which is our oncology center, and the other larger one is our main hospital. On the left side, there is the campus of the university. On the right side, there's Life Sciences Park. So within one large campus, you just cross the road, we have all these ingredients together. Yes, please. Let's go back to the other slide. Thank you. So that's one advantage. The second advantage is, like somebody mentioned this morning, the Minister of Health, I believe, we are just 500,000 people, but in 246 kilometers squared. So everybody is nice and compact. We also have direct access between stakeholders. Everybody on his mobile phone most probably has the phone of the minister or the phone of the regulatory person, or I take myself, I work in hospital, I'm the chair of the Cancer Research Hub, I work at university. I'm not unique. Most of us are like that. So there's a direct access between stakeholders. We know each other. And importantly, we work within the EU regulatory environment. So anything that is accepted in Malta is actually accepted or can be accepted within the EU. When we speak about precision oncology, what are we speaking about? Speak about advanced diagnostics and genomics. So basically, we can diagnose, we can look at the tumor, we have a good genomics infrastructure already, we have a good diagnostic service. Just to give you an example, in Malta at the moment, we are quite high on the charts, in some cases top of the charts, in cancer survivorship in Europe. What we also mean is basically immunology. I believe that in 6 years' time, or even less, immunology, targeted immunology, precision immunology against cancer will be the treatment of choice for cancer. And then we also have our next generation platforms when we are mixing both the molecular side, the immunology side, radiography, surgery, all together in one platform. So what do we need? Basically, we need a couple of things to get this thing together. First of all, we have to do our own mapping. And that's something that we're happening at the moment. We look at research and innovation, what's happening on the island, okay? And we are mapping it up to know what's happening from the research side. We need coordination, and that's the role of the Cancer Research Hub. The Cancer Research Hub is actually also Malta's Cancer Mission Hub. Its main role is that of networking, of getting the coordination between the parties. And what is actually missing, and that's what actually we're looking for, is international partnerships. Okay? And that's, again, our aim for basically this year and next year. Early stage funding and activation is obviously required, but that's, in a way, I would say, is the easiest part, almost, to get around. I just already mentioned what is our role. Okay, so basically, we are there to connect the academia with the industry, with the healthcare. The formation of this hub, which is a separate legal entity from government. We have on the board members coming from the pentahelix, industry, stakeholders, patients groups, public health, education, university, academia, and so they are all together, so getting connections between them. And we're also a catalyst for funding. We were founded just 2 years ago, in April will be 2 years. We've already funded around 3 million euros in projects. There are 10 projects ongoing at the moment on the various aspects of cancer. So what is our roadmap? What are we looking at? So we've picked up 3 phases. So phase 1, okay, is the foundation. This is in progress. Okay, so there's a mapping, coordination, and partnership. Phase 2 is capability building. We already have a genomics center. It's going a bit too small. We're building a larger one, hopefully also having also a GMP facility to it. But then we're looking at how we can integrate data from the various aspects. We're looking at pilot-ready frameworks to be ready for the 3rd phase. And the 3rd phase is actually the clinical trials area, the living lab in practice. Why does it matter for us? Basically, or why does it matter for investment and innovation? Why Malta? Faster pilots. I say, we are small. We can go very easily and get whatever regulatory means we need. It's actually a national scale validation. We can call whatever we're doing a national scale because we're one nation. We don't have regions. It's one large nation. Which means, again, it's a real-world evidence. People, okay, coming from various aspects of the community. Nowadays, we have also a quite large community coming from outside Malta. And last not least, we have a EU-compliant environment. So basically, we're not saying we're cutting corners. We are going to be regulated. Over all this, we have the support. There are various schemes in Malta, both grants, enhanced R&D schemes, tax schemes, EU co-funding pathways that gets into the funds. And then this model can be transported to others, either other small nations or small regions. So basically, we are being a sort of a lab, a large lab in Whitford Island. And the last sentence is that is the opportunity Malta is offering. And that is the vision behind the hub that I chair, and hopefully we can end up having the forward-looking and the way forward into increasing survivorship, into increasing the cure for cancer. Thank you very much.